Smoked pigs in a blanket on Smokin and Drinkin. Hey, welcome back to Smokin and Drinkin. I'm Mike, and today's Groundhog Day. So we're going to make smoked pigs in a blanket. And it's a simple recipe. It's just some croissant dough and some all beef little smokies. So let's get started. All right. You probably all had these, just little smokies wrapped in Crescent Rolls. We're going to go just a little bit different. Got a couple different tweaks to it. It's a great tailgater recipe or party snack or just a movie night snack. What we're going to do here, I've got our all beef little smokies marinating in about half a cup of bourbon with about 2 tablespoons of brown sugar mixed in there. They're just kind of marinating. They've been marinating about half an hour. We're going to just get them out, get them rolled up in our Crescent Rolls, and then we're going to season them with my golden hog dust rub and give it a little extra punch there. I've got the smoker preheating at 225 right now. So, all right, let's get started with the croissant dough. 1 pack makes 8 croissants. We're going to cut each one in half. We have 16 little smokies marinating, so each croissant will make 2 pigs in a blanket. So get these rolled out, and then we'll cut them in half. I like to use my pizza cutter to cut my dough. Works real well. Helps me make straight cuts. I can't cut a straight line to save my life with a knife, so I like to use my pizza cutter. All right, 2, 4, 6, 8 croissants. We're just going to cut each one lengthwise to make 2 out of each one. So they're already perforated. I'm going to just cut through that perforation and then just split them right down the middle. And that'll be the perfect size for the little smokies. Don't really have to cut where it's perforated. It just makes them come apart a little easier. And then we just split this one right down the middle. Seems to be a little easier if you start on the point rather than on the wide end, but I don't suppose it really matters either way. Get some of these out of the way here. All right. Gotta prepare that one a little bit. I don't know, hopefully Punxsutawney Phil, I don't know, will he see his shadow or will he not? I hope we don't have 6 more weeks of winter, but if we do, we do. It's actually a pretty nice day today. Actually getting up into the 50s, so good day to fire up the smoker and get outside a little bit. Okay, we've got our 16 strips. Some of them look a little funky, but that doesn't matter. They're going to roll up real nice. And then we're just going to take each smoky and roll it up. We're going to put them on this wire rack for putting in the smoker. So I'm gonna try something else a little different here in the way that I roll them. Well, maybe not. These are pretty. Yeah, we're just going to do it the traditional way. I was going to try and have one end sticking out and stand them up on end, but that's just going to look kind of funny. So we'll just roll them up there. Like I said, this is a super simple recipe. Just lay it on the wide end, roll them up. I like to use bourbon in a lot of my smoking recipes. The alcohol will cook off and it leaves the smoky caramelized flavor that you have in bourbon. I really enjoy bourbon just as a sip and drink, but I also like it in my smoking dishes. So don't have to worry about the alcohol. If you don't want alcohol in your dish, it will cook off and leave just the flavor. So I think my rack's going to be plenty big. I might have to move them to the middle just to get them all in the same spot here. Let's do that. Let's just move them over. Okay, let's keep on going. And I'll just, you don't have to watch me do all of these. I'll finish them up and then be back in just a second. All right, we've got those finished off. And ready to go on the smoker. And just discard the leftover marinade. All right, then, as I said, we're going to season these with my Golden Hog Dust rub recipe. I shake some of the clumps out of there. And we're just going to be pretty liberal with our rub. Try and get them on there. You know what we're going to do? They don't seem to be sticking. They weren't as wet as I thought they would be with the bourbon marinade. So we're going to put a little olive oil on those. Don't need much. Just a little bit to help bind the rub. And it might help give them just a little bit of a golden brown toast to them as they smoke too. So you could also do an egg wash, sometimes with pastry dough and crescent roll dough. You want to do an egg wash to give it that little bit of a golden brown look to it. But again, like I said, we're just trying to get something for the seasoning to stick to. Okay, back to the rub. One big clump in there. Anytime you have a rub that's got brown sugar in it, it will most likely clump. That's all right. Well, we may have to do this by hand. It's a little clumpy. Don't need a lot on there. It's going to have its own flavor, but this just adds a little extra something to it. Everybody's had little Smokies, but let's do a little different twist on them. I love the smell of that. I know you can't smell it, but it's good. Okay, think we got them here. Now we just get them out to the smoker and we'll let them go at 225 for about an hour, 45 minutes maybe. We'll check them frequently just to, and they're done when the crescent rolls are a nice fluffy golden brown. So obviously the little smokies are already cooked, so we don't have to worry about getting them up to 165, but let's get them out to the smoker. Okay, smoker's up to 225. Let's just get them right on the rack and let those go. I will check them in about 30 minutes just to make sure, and we'll see. We'll be back soon. All right. Boy, they smell delicious. Let's get them plated. Kind of stick to the grate a little bit. Maybe I should have sprayed the grate with some cooking spray. That's all right. We're not losing a whole lot, just a little bit at the bottom. Get these all plated up and then we'll see what they taste like. All right, let's get a taste of these. They smell delicious. Got that smoky flavor or smoky aroma to them. The little smokies are nice dark brown color, and the croissant dough is a nice golden brown, crispy. Let's give it a taste. Oh wow, that's got a really smoky flavor to it. And that the hog rub really adds a little punch to it. That's delicious. You can you can dip it in ketchup or barbecue sauce or mustard, whatever you like. I tend to like ketchup. Kind of boring that way, but that is really good. That's going to make a great party snack, tailgate snack. That about does it for the smoked pigs in a blanket. Hopefully Punxsutawney Phil does his job and we have spring soon. But as always, I appreciate you tuning in and watching Smokin' and Drinkin'. Remember to hit that like and subscribe and hit the notification bell to get notified when I have all of our upcoming videos. As always, Prost!